Shri Guru Charana Kamalebhyo Namaha. Parikshit Maharaj asked, O Gurudeva, you have told about hellish planets. Can you please tell me these hellish planets are situated within this universe or outside somewhere in some corner? I want to know this. Can you please tell me? Hearing the questions from his disciple, Parikshit Maharaj, Sri Shukdev Goswami replied, O king, the hellish planets are situated within this universe, within these three worlds, not outside. They are situated in the southern direction, below the earth and above the water. In the same direction, the head in charge of all the forefathers, Agni Swata, is also situated, who always wishes good for everyone's family. The management of hellish planet is seen by Yamaraj, the son of the sun god. He looks after it, management. And those sinners who are brought there, Yamaraj gives them punishment without violating the laws established by God. How much and what kind of punishment should be done to a particular sinner? Appropriately, he gives punishment. He does not discriminate while giving punishment. As per one's bad deeds, Chitragupta tells him what kind of sin and how much he or she has done, and that much punishment is given to him. You know, whatever kind of suffering and pleasures are seen in this world, people, some of them suffer, miserable, cry, diseased, and some of them are very healthy, jumping, happy, like that. That is just a sample in this world. That suffering and that pleasure seen in this world is just a sample. The real thing is awaiting after their death. That is real punishment or real pleasure. Either they go to hell or they go to heaven to experience the results of their performed bad or good karma. There is no compromise for bad deeds in this world. If somebody by mistake committed a sin, then that person should atone for it. Atonements are there called prayaschitta. Prayaschitta is papani. Papa means sins. Prayaschitta means atonements. Procedures for purification. And that is known to the spiritual master and the scriptures. The spiritual master will tell what kind of sin and for what kind of sin, what kind of atonement is required and how much to do. One must atone before death, then becomes refrained then from going to hell. The spiritual master should not be discriminatory. He should not discriminate, should not see somebody with more love, somebody with a little hatred. No, should be equal. Sri Sukadeva Goswami continues, I have told you, O Parikshit, the hellish planets are situated in southern direction, below the earth, above the water, but they are subtle, cannot be seen with the physical eyes. Only the subtle body, after a person's death, subtle body is taken there. The hellish planets are as subtle as heavenly planets. Only subtle body is taken to their appropriate places as per their karma, performed karma. There are many categories of sins in this world and performed by many categories of human beings. So one may raise a question, how many kinds of hells are there for so many categories of sins? We have already previously explained in Kali Yuga there are 8,400,000 kinds of hellish planets. As many as there are categories of living entities. There are 8,400,000 kinds of living entities. Therefore, that many kinds of sins people perform because this Kali Yuga is numbered 8,400,000 categories. Like that. The scriptures state there are 21 ferocious hells. These are among 8,400,000 categories. There are 21 ferocious hells among them. They are Tamisra, Andhatamisra, Raurava, Maharaurava, Kumbhipaka, Kalasutra, Asidapatra, Sukarmukha, Andhakupa, Krumi, Bhojana, Sadansa, Saptasurmi, Vajrakantaka, Salmali, Paitarani, Puyoda, Pranarodha, Visasana, Lalabhakhya, Sarame Yadani, Avichi Mata, and Ayamana. There are 7 more ferocious hells besides this, which are little less ferocious than this. They are Khyar Kardama, Rakhyogana Bhojana, Sula Prota, Dansa Suka, Avata Nirodhana, Paryavartana, and Suchi Mukha. These are 28 in total, very ferocious hells. Depends what kind of sin one has done, they are taken in that kind of hell for suffering. In these 28 ferocious hells, very grievous sinners are taken. And they are tormented severely in them. Like that. In the scriptures, violence is not allowed. Nobody should commit any kind of violence. Many people eat meat. They say they did not commit violence, but they did not kill. They just bought it from the market and just eating it. But it's not correct. Just for satisfying their desire of tongue, eating somebody's flesh is how hateful it is. But it's hateful. Killing somebody untimely. And the living entity whom they're killing is crying, screaming, tossing around, jumping. speaking in their language, and we mercilessly kill that living entity and peel and cut into pieces, cook it on the wok, throw spices in, cook it to the soft, and eat it on chair and table, dining table. Imagine. And with a fork and spoon, and talk while eating somebody's flesh. Just imagine somebody came and bit you, ate some piece of flesh from your body. How will you feel? Wouldn't you feel hateful? Abhorrence. How surprising it is people eat meat. Scriptures have forbidden human beings to eat meat. That's why God gave them flat teeth. They're flat. If you open your mouth and look in towards the teeth in the mirror, you will see they're flat. Front one little sharp, just to bite a piece of fruit. Apple you bite, guava you bite piece of bread, a sandwich, that for cutting, that is given. That's why they cannot chew the meat that they have to cook. God forbade them to eat meat. Human beings are given birth as a human being to protect other living entities, not to kill them, just to save them, help them, and use them. Use them in tilling or decorations like, many rich people, they keep some deers and rabbits in their courtyard, nice fruits and flowers for them to eat, grass enough, grass lawn. They keep it in decoration. They use camels and bulls for tilling land. They use horses to pull carts. Animals are meant to be used, not to be eaten. That is not right. Meat eating involves 6 people and they get same amount of sin. Number 1, who manages to kill, facilitates to kill. Number 2, one who kills. Number 3, one who sells. Number 4, who buys. Number 5, who cooks. Number 6, who eats. You see, 6 people are involved in meat eating. Sins. If somebody says, I do alone everything, then you get 6 times more sin. See? I just buy from the market. Then you get 3 times more sin. Buying, cooking, and eating. See? How precarious situation one has. And divinity, divine authority does not compromise with meat eaters, killers. Mahinsat sarva bhutani. No one should kill any living entity. Sarva bhutani. Sarva means all living entities. That's why Bible will say, thou shalt not kill, it says. Because Jesus went and spent there 17 years in India, he learned the scriptures. And after he came back, then he preached. So why he said, thou shalt not kill? And now they are translating, thou shalt not murder. Not correct. Not right. One should not be cruelly killing somebody untimely. Because you catch a rabbit or a deer, you want to kill, they want to live, just like you want to live. They have got feelings. By nature has made human beings to eat vegetarian food. That's why sages and saintly people have translated meat into Sanskrit as mamsa. Mamsa. Sanskrit. That means I'm eating you to be eaten by you. The meaning of mamsa means I'm eating you to be eaten by you. That's what it means. Exact translation of mamsa. And there is a verse found in Kathopanishad. Mamsa bhaksheta mutra yasya mamsa ihadmiham. Etat mansasya mansatvam pravdanti manishina. All great sages and saintly people have told whoever's meat we are eating, that person, that entity will take birth, next birth, as an animal, meat-eating animal, or a human being to eat meat. And I will take birth as a food for him. That's why the word mamsa is told in Vedic civilization. No civilized person would like to torment anyone, any living entity. Meat eating is tormentation. You have to torment the living entity, cut his head. Imagine. And then you call yourself civilized and you are a meat eater? Try to stop and develop abhorrence for meat eating. One may argue, jivo jivasya jivanam. One living entity has to eat other living entity to survive. For livelihood, you have to eat something. So somebody else will eat somebody else. No, it's not correct. Human beings are given birth as a human being just to protect others, not to kill others. A lion or a tiger is given birth as per their karma to kill somebody and eat. They don't cook their food. They don't peel it. They don't chop it. They don't ignite fire to cook it, make it soft so they can chew it. No. Their intestines are very short. So when they come to digest, it's not rotten. Meat is not rotten, but human beings is 3 times longer than animals. So it becomes rotten by the time it comes to digest. That's why human beings have so many diseases in them, because animals also carry disease like that. So we cannot go out and preach to change the nature of a tiger or a lion, please, or a hyena. Please don't eat meat. Become vegetarian. They cannot appreciate bread, butter, and rice. They directly catch. When you go plate of food, take it to the tiger, they will not take the food, they will take you. They are meant to eat direct living entities. Like that. So, that is, nature has given them birth as per their karma. Why we do that kind of karma? We are born as a human being. We should not act like a tiger and a lion. We can tame them, make them dance for us. But we have to feed them meat because they cannot eat bread. Not possible. But you can eat bread because your intelligence is fructified. Their teeth are like nails, meant to eat, designed to eat by material nature, designed to eat flesh directly. Like that. But your teeth are flat. You cannot. That's why you have to cook. How miserable it is to cook a non-vegetarian food. I don't know how they cook. I cannot even conceive it. It's too much. Just to satisfy their tongue, they have to kill or they have to buy. Somebody has killed for them. That is injustice, going against nature. When you go against the nature, nature is not tolerant. You may be tolerant. You may feel tolerant. But meat eaters have hard heart. Their heart is very hard. It becomes very hard. They cannot feel pity so much as pure vegetarians feel. Whatever pity a meat eater feels, that is 1/10 or 1/100th of a vegetarian. One who became vegetarian later on after eating meat, their heart is still hard. Their heart will become soft like that of a vegetarian next life only, not before. So, one should not kill somebody else to enjoy your tongue. God don't appreciate that. He told in the Bhagavad Gita, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadaham bhakti upahritam asnami priyatatmana. Oh Arjuna, I eat what? Patram, leaves. Pushpam, flowers. And fruits, phalam, and water. If it is offered to me with love and devotion, I accept, I eat. What is flower? Like cauliflower, like wheat, rice, therefore flowers. Fruits, they hang on the tree. The leaves, like cabbage or spinach or salad, lettuce, like that. You can eat pure vegetarian. We have a vegetarian book. You can buy and read it. Cook yourself, will be very wonderful. After cooking vegetarian meal, you must offer first to God to become free from consequences of while cooking. Cooking has consequences too. God says, Yagyasishtasena santo muchante sarva kilvishayi bhunjante te tvagam papa ye pachandyatma karanat. Those who cook for themselves to satisfy themselves or their family members and friends and don't offer to me, God says, then they verily eat sin. Because cooking also involves some kind of unseen entities getting cooked there. Or you have picked flowers or fruits or something from others, and that is God's creation. Offer it to God is best. It becomes free from karma. The food free from karma or sanctified food purifies you and helps you achieve liberation. Killing somebody to satisfy your tongue is very great sin. But if unknowingly any sin happens by mistake, it happens. Okay, you did some kind of sin. For that, you must atone as soon as you can. As soon as you can. Don't wait too long. You must atone. Become pure. And then serve God. If you are offender, then it's not correct. If you died as sinful, then you suffer in hell. But if you atoned for your sins while alive, then you are smart, you avoided going to hell. The tigers and lions are given that kind of body by their karma, so they eat that. They cannot be tamed or reformed to be vegetarian. But human beings who are meat eaters, they can be reformed. Very easy to reform a human being because human being has discerning power. They can be taught and they have fructified intelligence. They can reason. Yes, vegetarianism makes one become free from future punishment like that. When you go and pick a fruit from the tree don't feel miserable. It says, thank you very much, remove some weight from me. Like that. Vegetarians don't kill a tree. When you pick a fruit or flower or leaves or some kind of vegetable, or take food grains. The food grains, when plant is dead, then only harvested. When plant is still green, totally green, no, it's already pale, turned dry, Then only you harvest the grains like that. When you milk a cow, cow feels pleasure. Milk is nothing but transformed blood of the cow. Blood becomes transformed and turned to milk, and you milk the cow, cow feels very happy. Thank you very much for milking. If you don't milk the cow, cow is very miserable because udders are full of milk. You got to milk, it feels happy. But if you draw blood directly from the cow, direct blood, cow feels miserable. Therefore, vegetarians are least involved in sinning. But if you prepare pure vegetarian food without onion and garlic and offer it to God, that becomes karma-free, sanctified food that gives you liberation. Thank you very much.